Hey guys, welcome back to Bob's Fan TV, and today we are doing the squad stay or go tier list video. We did this last year, and we're going to be doing it again. But look, before we start, obviously, look, a lot of players have left the club since the end of the season, and look, to be fair, the majority of those players, I probably would have had go. Players like Piszczek, Akintunde, Brian McManus, McDade, others as well, Paddy Kirk. I think I probably would have had most of those players in go. And the only ones that I was a little bit surprised by were Miller and Danny Grant. I think I probably would have had them and stay. I thought Miller was hard to win by, to be honest. Playing nearly every game at position. Danny Grant, that was a little bit of a surprise. But look, I know I think he was out of contract, on a lot of money, not really guaranteed a place in the start 11 either. So look, those players have since left, and we wish them well and hope that they can find another club and kick on. But yeah, but we'll get into it now anyway. Starting off with Casper, and yeah, I think this is a pretty obvious stay. I mean, he was rightfully for me anyway our player of the season last year. You know, so many games where he saved us with so many massive saves, and yeah, player of the year, and for me, it's a definite stay. So yeah, not much, not too much debate on that one. Moving on now, Talbot. Yeah, it hurts to say this really, but I think it's probably best for him to move on now. He's going to be playing second fiddle to Casper next season. Let's be honest, and at his age now, he'll be wanting to, obviously, keepers can play for a long time, but obviously he wants to. I'm sure he'll want to, be a number one somewhere and kick on and get playing. Look, he's been an excellent servant to the club over the last 5 years. So many great moments for us, but look, I think for him now in his career, it's probably best for him to move on now and find a club where he's going to be playing week in, week out. So, yeah, I think Talbot for me and go. Liam Smith, yeah, I'd probably have him and stay. Back end of the season, missed the last few games with injury. When he came in, I thought he looked quite solid. A player that can with a pre-season can definitely kick on and look even better. So yeah, I'd have Liam Smith and go or stay. Sorry. I think he's a player that I think will be useful to us next season. So yeah, Liam Smith and stay. Lee Kavanagh next. Yeah, I'm a bit torn on Kavanagh to be honest, but I think give him a pre-season. Like Smith, he missed the back end of the season with injury. I think he can be. He will be a useful player to us. Coming in the summer, I think it'd be harsh to let him go now. Same with Smith. So yeah, look, I think if we give him a pre-season, he'll come back and maybe I think he has he has had a couple of little moments, but look, I think yeah, give him a pre-season. I think he'll maybe fix some mistakes maybe and come back and look, yeah, he has looked solid at times. He's a tall physical defender. I think give him, like I said, pre-season, and then he can come back and hopefully be a big part of the team. So yeah, Lee Covenant and stay for me. Rob Cornwall, look, obviously very very unlucky to miss. To miss the whole season. Really, only played 20 minutes of the I was first game back and then got an injury, an ACL injury, ruled him out for the rest of the season. But look, for me to stay, I think we're going to need someone of his experience in the dressing room. He's a player that knows the club, and look, it'd be interesting to see how we get what he's like when he comes back from injury. But for me, it's a stay. I think you have to get that season to come back now and hopefully be at the sign of that we wanted him to be when he first came in, but got injured. So yeah, Rob Cornwall and stay for me. Next up, Kane Byrne. Yeah, I think this is for me to stay. I think he'll be a big player for us next season. But when you look at it, really, he didn't actually play that much last season. He sort of first few months of the season, he wasn't really in the team, but last sort of 2 3 months, he really cemented the place in the starting 11 and played well. And yeah, look, I'd be keeping him definitely. I know there was something there that apparently he's out of contract, but doesn't really no concrete on that. But yeah, if he is if he's out of contract, I'd be offering him a new one. To be honest, I think he's a really good young defender. So yeah, I've had Kane Burn and stay. Next up, Jay Carroll. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what's going on really with Carroll because um, it didn't really, when he was announced, it didn't really specify how long he was going to be with the club because obviously he's had issues with injury the last couple of years. But hopefully, it seems like he's put that behind him now. He came in the last two games of the season, and I thought he performed very well. Even before when he came in the first time back in May. He's been with the club now for I think nearly a year. Anyway, he was training over the pre-season last year, and he was just getting his fitness up, and then he signed mid-season, and when he came in, he looked good. He got injured, but then came back and looked even better, I think. So if he is to be here next year, I wouldn't complain. I'd have him and stay. I think he's really solid, really experienced player. He's played in England and Scotland for a few years, and now he's back at the league, and I'd definitely be keeping him if he is to be around. So yeah, Carroll and stay for me. Next up, McDonald. I'd have him and stay. Absolutely, I think he's probably one of the unsung heroes of last season. I thought he really stepped up in the absence of Keith Buckley, being that kind of midfielder who got stuck in, got forward but got back and defended. And yeah, I think he had a good season, and I'd have him and stay absolutely. Next up, Buckley. Yeah, look, I think like Cornwall, desperately unlucky to get such a bad injury, and obviously he missed the whole of last season, and he's been out for over a year now, and look, he only resumed training there. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, along with Cornwall, and yeah, look, I think again, like I said with Rob, it's just the experience that I think we're really going to need from him this season. There's not many players in that team like him who are so experienced and know the club so well, and are are willing to give their all. So yeah, I think Bucko was an absolute definite stay for me. Look, like Cornwall, it'd be interesting to see how he gets on when he comes back. Is he going to be the same player? But still, for me, it's a stay. Next up, McMahon like Bucko and Cornwall, very very unlucky with injuries the last couple of years. Really, um, I think broke his foot, recovered, then broke his other foot. It's desperately unlucky, but there's no doubt when he's fit and firing that he is absolutely one of the best players in the league, and look, our best young players in the league anyway, and look, I think if he is back fit and firing, I'd absolutely be keeping him. And yeah, that we're going to need options in that midfield as well. I think with Bucko's injuries and stuff like that, I think we're going to need him. So yeah, I think I'd definitely keep him. Flores next. For me, it's probably a go. Look, he has not. I think he has done well for us. He's been at the club about 3 years now, and or nearly 3 years, and yeah, I think it's probably best for him now to move on. Look, no doubt he's popped up with some good moments for us, some important goals. I think the brace out in Talgate and for all the free kicks and all the good goals he scored. He has popped up with some good moments, but I think for him anyway in his career now, he's been with the club 3 years. He has had some suspect moments, but not out of position, albeit really. Let's be honest. He has been asked to play some difficult positions, like centre back and left back, and he has made a few mistakes there. And look, you can blame him for that. You can blame Reynolds, or whoever. But for me, anyway, I think he's out of contract. I think, and it's probably best for him to just move on, maybe go back to England, and just thank him for the good stuff he's done, and then move him on. So yeah, Flowers and goal for me. Right, Boston Avoid. Yeah, it's a stay. Absolutely. I mean, I think he basically saved our season alongside him. Him and Tierney, those two signings really that we made in the summer, pretty much saved our season. I think without them, we'd have probably ended up in ninth. Yeah, no doubt. On his day, he's one of the best in the league. Just we don't have a midfielder like him with that kind of technical ability. So, yeah, it's an absolute definite stay for Dawson. Next up, Meekison. Yeah, really like what I saw from him in the last month or so of the season. Scored some big goals for us. The goal out in Derry and the goal out in Sligo to secure safety. So yeah, I'd definitely be keeping him on. Give him a pre-season. I think he'll look even better. So yeah, Meekison and stay for me. Clark next. Yeah, stay. Look, signed a new contract there back in October. probably didn't quite see the Clark of 2023 there this season, but he was asked, he wasn't like I said about Kay Bird. I think people are kind of forgetting that he didn't really play that much in the first half of the season. It was only really the last sort of few months of the season where he broke in and managed to get a place back in the team for on a consistent basis. And look, he played out of position. He was played up front when he's we know he's a number 10, or he likes to get the ball and carry it. And look, he done really well up there. He worked really hard, and he gave centre halves a hard time. But look, that's obviously hopefully we'll add a competent striker now in the off season, and we can lift that burden on him. And we can put him back in his natural position, but we'll see something even better from him. So yeah, Clark can stay. Rooney, yeah, look, probably our best outfield player last season. 17 goals and assists. I think if you look at the stats, I think he was the highest. He created the most chances out of anybody in the league last year. It's a stay. It's an absolute definite stay. And yeah, look, he's just going to be even better for us next year. I think all the important moments that he popped up with, the penalty against Rovers in the cup, and all the assists and the goals, and yeah, without a doubt, a stay. Next up, Ross Tierney, yeah, another definite stay. Like I said, without him and Dawson, we probably would have been in much more trouble than we ended up in. And yeah, look, knows the club so well, gives us all every week. I don't think he had a bad game once when he came back. He just played, he just came straight in and done the business and played well. So yeah, look, it's a definite stay. Finally, now we have Alex Grave. Yeah, the jury's still kind of out on Grave, to be honest. But I think if we just gave him, if we could give him a pre-season, I think we might see something a bit better from him. Look, he's probably not the kind of player that Reynolds really wants up front in the way that he plays. He probably wants a bit more of a physical presence up there. But I think he could be a good option. Give him a pre-season, get his fitness up. And maybe we'll see something a lot better from him. Because I do think there's a player in there. I think you look at where he's played. He has played at a decent level. He's played up out in the Scottish Premiership, and he scored goals there. So yeah, look, I think I'd probably keep Grave, give him another chance. It's a lot of people are probably on the fence about him, but for me, I'd give him a pre-season, give him a chance, see if we can see anything more from him next year. So yeah, that's that tier list done. Look, like I said at the start of the video, there would have been a lot more on go had they not have already left. Likes of McDay and Piszczek and Akintunde and Brian McManus and Paddy Kirk and others as well. I think I probably would have had all them and go. I think the only ones that, like I said, were a surprise to me were Miller and Danny Grant. I probably would have maybe kept them on for another year, but look, that's the way it's gone. And yeah, look, it's just good to see that Reynolds is trying to lay down a marker and make controversial decisions. So yeah, that's the tier list done. That's where I'll end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think. Do you think there's some players that maybe I hadn't stayed that maybe should go, or do you think if there's some players there in Talbot and Flores, do you think maybe one of them or both of them deserve to stay? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.